Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Bennie Childs, founder of the Teach Me to Fish FX trading community, and I'm back with another inspirational video and update for you guys. um, so yeah, let's go ahead and hop right into it. All right, guys. It's Tuesday. All right, Tuesday, February 18th, 2020. And it's time for me to look for some new setups. But just to let you guys know, on the last, give you an update on the last trade that I made. I hit, or I suffered a pretty substantial loss on GBP CAD. Um, I was monitoring the trade, and I ended up falling asleep this morning, and I allowed the trade to go against me, and I did not get out. I did not get out until maybe somewhere around here, when I realized that the market was going to continue to pull back, and it would be a while before the retracement would end. So let's see. Let me take a look here. Structurally, let me see what could have happened, just to share some knowledge and foresight with you guys. Yeah, it looks like it's just, I mean, the only thing that I can say is that, yeah, it just caught me an hour. Let's take a look at the daily. The daily was definitely bearish yesterday. Okay. And so I was waiting for like that full breakout to the downside here before getting out. But hey, that is the name of the game. When you don't get out as soon as you can, or again, you just the market just does not do as you always expect it to do. All right, and so that's a good reason to have trailing stops and things of that nature. But again, I have more success not using a stop loss, but overall, this is still not bad. All things increase in a matter of we started the trade on February 3rd, and now it's the 7th. Our last trade was taken out on the, well, today, which is the 18th. So you're looking at 15 days at a 50% profit, which is all good. All right, so I started out with 3,000. Now I'm at 40, or a little over 4,600 instead of the 6,600 that you guys saw in the last video. And I told you guys from the beginning, I am going to be transparent as much as possible, and so you guys can get a realistic view of what goes on with trading. All right, doesn't matter how knowledgeable you are going to suffer some losses. However, you want to make sure that your wins, all right, are greater than your losses. All right, and not necessarily the amount of wins, but profit wise. And so that's one thing that we hold on to at the Teach Me to Fish FX trading community. We talk about patience. We talk about consistency. We talk about proper account risk management. And so doing that, even though I took a hard hit, I'm still up 50% on my account in 15 days. So, all right. So now it's time for me. I'm just going to show you guys just the flow of the workflow trading method and template. All right. And always keep in mind that, I'm not just trading solely based off of the indicators. All right. But because I've studied the flow of the market, and I would group that all. So because I have a clear understanding of those things, now I can I can move forward and using my indicators. Okay. All right. Let me just let me make sure you guys are getting my feed. Just give me just a brief moment. Make sure you guys are getting the feed. Checking YouTube really quickly here. All right, awesome. Yep. So you guys should be getting the feed. Cool. Okay. I forgot where I was at, but oh yeah. So we're gonna go through, and I'm gonna show you guys basically what I do whenever I'm scanning my charts. And again, this makes it easy. This makes it easy for me. All right, but you still have to have the knowledge of structure, cycle, and manipulation when it comes to the market. All right, and when you have the understanding, then you're able to understand the flow of the market. Okay. All right, GBP/NZD is coming up into a nice accumulation area right here, and so I'm going to be waiting to see how this plays out over the next let's see, over the next anywhere between 4 to 12 hours to see if this thing will drop some. We probably can drop down intraday. All right, and take a look at this. Yesterday it looked like they induced the sellers and stopped them out, and they're moving up. So probably maybe today. Here, let me take a look at this. Maybe some, depending upon how much GBP/NZD moves. I mean, because it has already moved 213 pips, and on average it moves 176 pips. So at some point it could become exhausted and maybe give us a hard turnaround, or it could just consolidate and turn around on Wednesday or Thursday. But again, I typically, who's gonna sit here and watch a 15-minute chart? Not I. All right. So I'm gonna watch that on a 4-hour. Okay. And again, even if you guys don't have the workflow template, go ahead and draw you guys up, some support, some horizontal resistance and support. Draw your trend line, and wait for the breaks and the confirmations to get in. But again, this workflow template, it just makes all of that easy. All right, it makes all of that easy. So GBP/NZD is working on a nice turnaround. GJ right now it is working on a nice little pullback, and so I told you guys this is a large shift candle. So whenever you see large shift candles like this, I want you to go ahead and pull out your Fibonacci tool. All right, and this is no secret. I didn't come up with this or anything like that, and whoever you heard it from didn't come up with it either. But grab your Fibonacci tool, right? And understand this, that on these large shift candles like this, what's going to take place is the market makers are going to come back and grab at least 50% of that. And so we call this the golden zone. All right, let me draw it as a background so you guys can see that. All right, and so we call this the golden zone. So on the 4-hour, expect, and I think I might have, did I draw? Yeah, I drew it right, because this was a bullish candle. So you want to go from the bottom of the candle up to the top. So expect the market to, at a minimum, come here. All right, and so that's a good target for you guys if you want to do a quick scalp. When that 9 o'clock 9 o'clock candle print. All right, you wait on price action before you hop in, but mark my words that they're going to get 50% of this candle. Okay, they may not get it in the 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time candle. They may not get all of it, but they're going to get 50% of this candle. I guarantee it. All right, even if you look at this candle over here, watch this. And I showed you guys this before in another video, but you come over here. All right, they got 50% of this candle all the way over here, all the way until the next week. This so this day, so in 1, 2, in about 2.5 days, they got 50% of that candle. All right, they even came in, they got 61% of that candle. But like I said, they're going to get a minimum of 50% of that candle. And so expect them to get 50% of this candle. Okay, it could retrace all the way back to get this one candle, could retrace all the way back to get the 50%, or they can get it in 1 or 2 candles, but they're definitely going to get at least 50% of that. So those big shift candles. And like I say, in some cases, you know, it could take like, because you had one day here, and then this second day, it took them 2 days, like 2.5 days, you know, but they got it. So you can definitely keep a lookout on that to take place. All right, so but yeah, GJ is still working on its current downtrend. If we go into the weekly, go into the monthly, just so you guys can see the chart, it is a current downtrend, but it could, again, it could possibly be working on a complete reversal or simply just a little pullback. But we wouldn't call it a reversal until this high was broken, retested, and price kept going. Okay, so you know that could take some time, but in the meantime, we're going to trade the workflow template. All right, again, it just makes it really simple. All right, there's no setup there. There's no setup there, but again, like the pound pairs, you know, we see these large shift candles. So again, expect a 50% retracement on that candle. Okay, minimum, or it can shoot past that candle and continue on the downtrend that the pound pairs are on. Okay, all the pound pairs are on a downtrend, possibly working on a reversal. Okay, all right. And so again, and even though the overall is a downtrend, listen, you still have to understand the flows of the market. All right, just because it's on a downtrend, I don't want you to only be looking for sell opportunities. All right, that's safe and that's fine, that's cool, but you can't take advantage of these pullbacks and these retracements. I mean, look at this one. This had a potential of 298 pullback. Can't beat that. So you don't have to just look for that, but again, using the workflow template and method, it makes it easy to scan. All right, and this is essentially what I do every 4 hours. All right, because I like to trade the 4-hour chart, but you can't take this to the daily. All right, and you can just scan, you know, scan the daily at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or whatever time you're able to get to your terminal. Now, one way that I'm able to trade and, you know, check my chart every 4 hours, well, I'm not going to give that up in this video. I'm going to show you guys in another video how I'm able to do that, how I'm able to conduct my other businesses and live my life I still check my chart every 4 hours. All right, it beats sitting in front of your screen every, waiting on a 15 waiting on a 15-minute, and for me it beats waiting on the daily and the weekly. All right, and so I will show you guys that in another video. I tell you what, I will show you guys that in another video if you comment below that you want to see how I am able to monitor my workflow template. My workflow computer is what I'm calling it. My laptop, your laptop. If you guys want to know, if you want me to show you exactly how to do that, comment below and I will show you exactly how to do that in another video. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep scanning. GBP odd. Okay, it's working on a nice setup for us. Euro odd. It already has made its move. And again, if you wanted to, when you guys see like something like this, you can always drill down. I won't, go into detail, but you can always drill down and look for a setup that matches your current setup on your higher time frames in order to try to get in. All right. Euro NZD, no. Gold is working on a setup for us. No on UJ. USD CAD. I could have stayed in that trade, but again, I told you guys yesterday I was wanting to get out of that trade, and I actually made $547 off of UCAD. I entered the trade February 17th at around 1600 GMT, and I got out this morning, February 18th, around 1315 GMT. All right. So I did profit well on UCAD. Could have kept going, but I was just like, let me just get out, because again, I prefer to be in the pound pairs because of the move. But we want to be, you could be in any pair. Any pair is going to give you some pips. So that's just me. All right. NZD USD, nothing there. Euro USD, man, this Euro USD for the past like week, like it has been showing that it has been wanting to turn around like for the past week, but as you guys see here, it just shot through this accumulation zone. Okay, and it's probably working its way down to another one. Yep. So it's probably working its way down to this 1.05 price point, or even coming all the way, finally coming back to retest this accumulation zone down here, which resides between 1.04381 and 1.03354. So just be patient. All right, just be patient. All right, just be patient. I know you guys are using the RSIs and you're using the TDIs, and I've talked about this before, but you guys think that just because it's oversold, right? Just because your RSI, your TDI, your stochastics, your OBV, just because your MACD, all those oscillators, just because they're showing overbought, you guys want to hop in a trade. And that's why I'm seeing so many different memes, so many different posts on Facebook of people losing out big because you saw this, like, oh, it's overbought. You saw that it was overbought, but you did not exercise patience, right? Let patience have its perfect work so that you may behold an entire wanting nothing. All right. All right. That's James. It's from the Apostle James in the Bible. All right. All right. James chapter 1. All right. If you guys didn't know, I am a real pastor. All right. That's why I call myself the pastor of Forex. So, but anyway, that's neither here nor there right now. But again, you cannot wait. You cannot wait. You cannot well, you have to wait. You can't just pull the trigger just because something is overbought and oversold and it doesn't give you price action, right? There's no price action. Like I'm telling you, that I was getting an indication, an exhaust level indication price point, an exhaust level, exhaust price point, whatever you want to call it. I really look at it as a price point. Um, I was getting this like all last week, like when it was like up here. But because my entry rules were not met, even though on the RSI, all right, portion of the TDI, even the market sentiment was oversold, even the price line was over, everything was oversold last week. I did not get in on Euro USD, all right, because price action did not show me that the market was ready to turn around. All right, and as a matter of fact, how I do it, um, I'm not trying to catch the whole move. I'm not trying to get this precise sniper entry. No, you know what, market? Go ahead. You go ahead and turn around and show me that you're going to stay turned around, and then I'll jump in. All right. And then you show me promises that you're going to turn around, then I'll go ahead and get in. So your USD is working on its thing, but it's gonna have to show me. I'm gonna have to get price action, right? Again, I showed you guys where where it's possibly going to. All right, it's probably again going down to this 1.05 price point, or going down to this accumulation area right here. Let me check the monthly. We see if we have anything under that. Yeah, we have this. Let me just minimize this really quick just so I can see what we have going on. Yeah, it's currently in a downtrend. It's just waiting to find structure, right? It's either waiting to find structure or create structure. And the best thing to do is just wait. All right. You don't have the workflow template. All right. I'm gonna show you what you can do. You don't have to have the workflow template. I want you to have it, but you don't have to have it. Draw your trend line. All right, that was on the monthly. Drop down to the 4-hour. All right. I'm going to change it to the line chart just because there's not hardly any wicks there. So you can already kind of see where it has started on a possible uptrend. All right. But again, considering, let me check my phone. Give me 1 second. And so, even if we do take into account like the wicks and how far price came out, then yeah, no, it's not ready. And so yeah, just don't hop straight into that. Let's see. I'm sorry. I got another I got a message on Messenger on another business, and that kind of threw me off a little bit. But let's do this. Nothing there as far as the workflow. Now we can definitely again come in here and trade structure, right? So again, I don't want you guys to think that I don't know how to trade. It's just that over the years of trading, I found a way that works for me, that makes it easy for me. Why not? Who wouldn't want to trade? Who wouldn't want to trade an easy method? All right, let me. And so Again, you can come in here, trade structure, bam. All right, come in here, grab this. Oops, grab this. Create a channel. We know. Listen, we know how to do all of this. All right, we can do all of this. We don't have to wait on the setup, but hey, it just makes it that much easier for you to scan your chart every 4 hours, every day. Once every 4 hours or once every day, and wait on the entry rules, according to the workflow trading method, and trade that way. But you can trade structure. All right, you can definitely trade this, and wait for price to break and retest and to keep going, or wait for price to bounce and bounce off of here and keep going. All right. You can wait for the breaking of the trend. You can drop it down to the 1 hour or the 15 minute. All right. We trade all this. We trade the basis. We trade the naked price action. All right. We trade the structure. But again, I created this template. I created this method to make it easy for you to be able to trade. All right. It makes it easy for us. But anyway, yeah, we can trade all of that. You guys can see you can come down to the 1 hour and work the workflow trading method that way. Drop down to the 15 minute. All right. Drop down to the 15 minute. Scalp it with the market makers. And it's much more easy for you to identify those M's and W's. All right. Just by looking at it and waiting for your time to get in. All right. Of course, again, there's other things that you need to look at, and we do go over that, but there's other things that you need to know. But again, just using this template makes it that much easier. All right. And so dollar, I'm waiting for the dollar to turn around, because we have been getting a warning all the way down here with the dollar index last week, but again, did not get any real signs to get in. Let's see if it could be working its way. Yeah, based on the weekly, it could be trying to test the top part of this distribution area, or may shoot through and hit this the $100 price point. Okay. All right, and I say dollar because this is the US dollar, so these are exact dollar price points. So then turn around, we can see structurally that we had some consolidation here. So yeah, the market will definitely have a tough time, or show a little bit of resistance of getting through here, if that's what it's going to do, or it could drop all the way down. Currently, it came down, and so currently this is on the uptrend. Why do we say this is an uptrend? And I see the bigger picture here. I can't, or I won't talk about that, but this whole thing right here, this is, yeah, I won't do that, but this is a whole setup right here. This right here, this is a whole setup right here. And if you saw this on the monthly and got in, that would have been great. But this is I see this is a whole setup that we talk about in the community right here. But it wasn't a downtrend. All right, it broke above this level here. Make this a little thicker so you guys can see that this green level. Price broke above here, came back and retested it, and decided that it will be good support. All right, basically, again, it broke through. It finally broke through. Well, let's do it like this. It came up here and it created The market makers created a nice distribution area, came down, bounced back up, tried to get through it, could not, came back down, found a nice accumulation area here, okay, came back up, finally broke through it, got us a nice distribution area here, came back down to this old distribution area, found it as good accumulation, and it shot back up. Now what is it going to do here? Is it going to find this to be a strong enough distribution to bounce off, or will it break through and look for this distribution to become a nice accumulation area before they push prices up, you know, for the dollar? That's on the monthly, that's on the overall outlook of it. But on the 4 hour, it's showing us that, hey, it's wanting to turn, it's been exhausted, and so we wait for our cue to get in. All right, that's the dollar. All right, USD Swiss has a nice little pullback it's working on. Litecoin has a pullback that it's working on. What is this? This is the USD Singapore dollar. Again, getting ready to turn. Same thing with the USD renminbi. All right. Euro, Hong Kong dollar, working on a turnaround. NOK/SEK, it's already made its move. USD versus the Israeli shekel has already made its move. So that's typically what I do, but I typically do it at the opportunities that you have to check this thing is, of course, if you do it on the 4 hour chart, you have 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then the cycle starts back over at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so typically, if I wasn't giving you guys an update on the trade that I was in at 9 o'clock, I run through the scans and say, for instance, GBP odd at 9 a.m., you know, would have got this indication here, and then I would have waited to see if my entry rules had been met. And if the entry rules had been met at 9 a.m. or if they are met at 9 a.m., then I get into the trade. If not, then I wait until 1 p.m. to see what I have. So even though I said that you can drill down to get in, me preferably I will, or for the most part, I'll just wait for that 4 hour candle to print, all right, and wait for the 4 hour setups to complete before I get in. So all right, guys. Yep, this has been an update. This has been another somewhat in-depth look at the T. Fish Effects workflow template and method. If you want more detail, if you want to get your hands on the template, if you want to get your hands on the strategy, if you want to get your hands on the training, then again, head over to the Teach Me to Fish Effects trading community by going to the teachmetofisheffects.com. all right, sign up so we can show you guys how to make time freedom equal financial freedom. All right, how is that possible? That's very possible. It's very possible, especially in this day and age. Of course, we're all working to make our whole entire lives that way, but nonetheless, we're getting there. So if you want to come along with us on the journey, then again, please feel free to head over and sign up on one of the memberships, or if not, continue to watch the videos, because we share a lot of basic and profitable information and strategy and technique. And again, don't overcomplicate it. Again, simple market structure trading with support resistance, whether that be trend lines. All right, we can create channels. I'm just going off of this recent channel right here. We can create channel. We can create horizontal support, support and resistance. You can trade based off of simple supply and demand. Okay. Here, this supply, this would have been a good trade off of this supply here. Nothing over here, but I'm just showing you guys. Just real simple supply. Just real basic. This is real basic, okay? Supply and demand goes deeper than that, and it always it even goes all the way into. I wouldn't stop at supply and demand. You guys really should get into accumulation and distribution trading. But it worked there for a little bit, so you can do all of that. All right, we teach all of that. We show you how to do all of that. Okay, show you how to do all of that. But yeah, you can trade simply, based off of those things if you so desire. Okay, so all right, guys, you guys just hang in there with us. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. And always remember, if you stay in God, you will stay in control. Until next time, until the next video, happy pip fishing, and I wish you all well. All right, bye-bye.